Hi everyone, I'm JD from Willowbound Journals, and here is my latest journal collection. This will be my last faith journal collection, so I'm really enjoying this year using up all of my materials and supplies and ticking off different themes of journal collections. So I've ticked off bird journals, granny chic journals, and vintage sewing journals. And my cat wants to say hello in the background. Hi, Keanu. And now these are my last faith journals. So you might have seen some of these before. I've made these throughout my journal making life. In fact, last year, at the end of last year, I had a custom order for 13 of them. My goodness. It was for the leaders of the local church I go to who run the kids' church. So there were 13 leaders, so I made 13 of these faith journals. They're really cool because when I was commissioned to do that, I brought a few different ideas to the lady, and she chose this one, these covers. She likes the sort of vintage look to the covers, and so I had fun making 13 of them. And since I had some Bibles, the Word Bible is what I use for this. I'm not sure if you can get it overseas, but in Australia you can get it. And I'll just show you the cover. Hang on. Here it is. Actually, no, I think you can get it overseas. So that's what it looks like. And it's just got more of a magazine style to the journal. To the Bible. Very visual, colourful, and that kind of thing. I'm going to save some of these pages for my own personal Bible journaling and for the Psalms. I think I'm going to put that one into my Psalms journal. So yeah, I've been using all the pages except for the ones for my personal journaling. And I think I'll include a few extra pages as well in the order with these when I send them out, just to use up all my supplies now. So that's the last of the faith journals. We've got Romans, we've got Acts, we've got Galatians, John, Mark, Timothy, Ephesians, Peter, and Titus. They all do have a back as well, so I'm not sure if that's something that you'd be interested in, knowing what the back says as well. If there's certain books of the Bible that you're drawn to, Philippians is my favorite book of the Bible. And there we go. So they're all, part of the same collection, so they're very similar. I'll just do a flip through of one of them. Okay. And hang on, I want to do a flip through of John actually. So, because what I do is I do try to match up the pages with the cover if possible. So John Bible pages go in the John one, Romans in Romans, and so on. I can't always do that, of course, so there's a mixture in all of them, but where possible, I do that. So I wanted to go with more of the vintage theme with the covers. So we've got coffee dye paper and a few vintage pages throughout. And this one is, in the beginning, the Word already existed, the Word was with God, so from John. So you can see how that pairs with that cover. And we've got this lovely music paper, sheet music paper, again, to tie in with this theme of singing praises to God and that kind of thing. And maybe you want to use this journal as a devotional journal or as a companion to read through the book that's on the cover. So as you read through John, you journal about John. Or to just document your journey with God. I have given these away as gifts, and people in my actual life have bought these journals before, not just sold in my Etsy shop, which these are available in my Etsy if you're interested. I'll leave the link below to Willowbound Journals in the description box below. But yeah, people have used this as prayer journals or devotional journals, or sometimes people even use the pages in the journal as inspiration to journal from. And this page is a vintage page from my grandpa. I was passed down from him a huge commentary. So he was a pastor and also a missionary in Papua New Guinea. So I feel like this is very special, but because it's such a huge book, it's like the biggest book I own, like this chunky, there's a lot of pages, so I've got plenty of pages that I can still use for my own personal journaling, and wanted to include some of these in this journal. I've got open pocket pages here, just so that you can, hang on a second, so you can slip in bigger items. So for example, this card, it wouldn't be able to fit in if I had it sewn here. And I think of these journals to put in letters, notes. Often I take notes when I listen to, at church a sermon, or if I'm going away somewhere and I hear something, or just my journaling with God, and if I get some song lyrics or a poem that pops into my head, I will just jot it down on whatever piece of paper I have or notebook or journal that I have, and then I'll rip out the page, fold it in half, and stick it in here, something like that. Or if you're given a note from someone or a word or a prayer, you could stick it into that pocket, and there's no limits of what size, because you can just slip it in there. We've got coffee dye papers, different types, lined pages from the Bible, and vintage music paper, again to go with that idea of songs and praise and worship through music. That's one of the ways that I love connecting with God, is through music. Got a pocket page here, so there's interactive pages with the envelope in the vintage style. Got a vintage ledger page, some Psalms pages. So this is from a hymn type of book or prayer book, but I chose the Psalms pages just because they really resonate with me a lot, and I'm reading through the Psalms at the moment. I should mention the Bible journal course is actually free now. That was my heart from the very beginning, to have that course free, but I just need that financial accountability for myself, to be able to do it daily, to build up this daily practice. But I feel competent or confident enough that I don't need that financial accountability anymore myself, and so I have included a free option. So anyone is welcome to access that course now and follow along with the Psalms. There are still the paid options, the full price, half price, and $5 option, if you're needing that financial accountability, because otherwise we say we want to do it, but we never get around to doing it. And if you just want to support me as well, that's an option if you can afford that and if your heart is so led. But there is a free option now, so anyone can access that. And I haven't even started the reading the Bibles in order from shortest to longest yet over there, because life happened and I had to take sort of a 2-week hiatus for some self-care, but I still kept reading my Psalms in my own time. I just didn't feel up to filming during those 2 weeks. You still saw videos on my channel because I had a backlog of videos, but for those 2 weeks, well, for 1 week especially, I just didn't film during that week. I just had a week of self-care. And I love this page too, with the vintage script. And yeah, hopefully there's enough writing space as well. Got grid paper or graph paper, and there's lots of writing space, but lots of inspiration from the journal itself. There are 9 available in this series, so hopefully there's one for everyone who wants one. And yeah, I'll include a few extra goodies with the package, and it's the cheaper shipping because they're such a flat journal, so that you can embellish it yourself. This is for you and your journey with God, so you can embellish it however you want, or maybe just use writing. Yeah, they're such a flat journal that it comes with the cheaper shipping, but you can request tracked shipping if you want. It's just a bit more expensive. But yeah, I'll include a few extra little paper goodies with that, like the Bible pages and things. And yeah, I hope that these, as always, can help enhance your own relationship with God, that you can go deeper with Him as you journal about your journey with Him. So in whatever way that resonates with you most. And yeah, love this collection. I do love these covers, and hopefully there's a book that resonates with you. I can't make one for every book, unfortunately. Can you imagine 66 books, 66 journals? But yeah, this is what I have here. And yeah, definitely hope that they will go into the right people's hands at the right time for what you need in your own life, in your own journey. Thank you so much for watching. I'll leave the link below to, like I said, my Willow Bound Journals Etsy shop, and to the Bible Journal course. There's links to all of my courses down below. You can join up anytime. My paid courses, you can join up anytime as well. You're just charged on the date that you sign up each month. And yeah, just read down below. All the information's there. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys. Special thank you to my beautiful patrons who supported me in January. If you would like to become a patron in February, and the link is down below, and that is where you get access to extra videos, all my printables, all my digital kits in my Etsy. There are
post tiers, mail tiers, and journal tiers as well. There is a Marco Polo tier and just lots of fun stuff over there. There is also a link to all of my available courses down below in the description box. You can join those anytime for all of my Patreon and courses. They're monthly subscriptions that work just like Netflix or Spotify, and you're charged on the date that you sign up, and you can cancel anytime.